Hello.
Hi, guys. Hey.
Welcome to the Unofficial Expert Podcast with Sydney.
And Marie.
Oh, yes. So happy.
Sounds so good.
Ugh. Beautiful.
Sydney, you're like an angel. Like old Mariah Carey.
Ooh.
Like new Ariana Grande. Ew.
Just want to make noises.
Ugh. Ew.
Those are not real sounds, okay? I'm usually very quiet.
I'm sorry?
I'm usually very quiet.
Wow. You sleep loud.
That's a lie.
I've seen you sleep. You loud. You loud. How have I seen you sleep, or how do I know that you're loud?
Yeah.
You loud.
The listeners want to know how you know that I'm loud.
Because I've fallen asleep on your couch and you sleep on my couch.
Oh, okay.
And you be
That's a damn lie. Hey, Marie, how you doing?
I'm doing really, really well, actually. How are you doing?
You know what? I feel really good. I went to the gym at 7 a.m.
That's a lie.
I did.
7 American a.m.?
7 a.m. because I knew that I had to get here on time.
But you didn't.
I didn't get on time.
But you didn't.
Did not. I was so close to being on time, though.
Yeah, you were like 24 minutes late.
Ooh, so that's right on time.
24 minutes late when we have a white guest.
Oh,
is
man.
too late. You should have been here yesterday.
We wanted the viewers to listen to the voice and then figure out if he was white.
They'd know he was white right away. They would like. There's nothing about his voice that's like, is that a nigga? No, it's a white man. He's cool though. Y'all get to meet him in a little bit.
Marie, what were you an expert in this week?
This week I was an expert at allegedly sneaking drugs into this country. Allegedly.
Okay.
What that means is I was at a comedy festival and this guy who's got like a couple of Netflix specials out, he famous, but I don't know him, so he not that famous. He took a bunch of us comedians out to get lunch because he was like, you guys are poor. Let me feed you. So we ate, and, you know, it was one of those situations where he was like, should I get a bottle of wine for the table? And I was like, get 2 bottles. And nobody else was drinking wine, so it was a good night for me. And after we're done eating, he was like, hey, guys, I bought you this bag of weed for the week. Right? Like he pulls out like a little hefty bag of weed. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I bought you this weed for the 12 of y'all to smoke for the week. And I was like, put it in my purse, because I was the only one that had a bag. Actually, that's not true. I was the fastest person with a bag. I was like, whoop, like just throw it in my bag. So he put it in my bag, and then they didn't ask for the weed for the entire week. I'm lying. They asked. I just never bought it.
It's like, Marie, I never bought it out.
I never bought it out the room. But when I was getting ready to fly back to New York, I was like, yo, I didn't smoke none of this weed. I got to get it into the country, right? How am I going to get it into the United States? Because I was in Canada, right? I'm like, how am I going to get it in? And people were like, you should put it in your hair, which is like dumb, because they always check my hair at the airport, like always. Even if I have it like in a low ponytail situation, they're like, we gotta check that bun.
They be like, yo, you gotta take that off.
They be like, sis, we need to check your scalp.
Sis, take that off so we can check your other scalp.
No, that's what they say to you. That's what they say to you in your hats. They be like, queen, step to the left. We need to check your scalp for coconut oil and drugs.
They're like, you could take it off here, or you could take it off in the back. Which way you want to do it?
Literally, no one talks to me like that. Sydney, you see, we 4 minutes in, and already I want you to go. It's time to leave. You know what, guys? That was the Unofficial Expert. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast.
Please finish.
Wait, hold on. So
yes.
I didn't hide it in my hair because I'm smart.
Right.
I had a bag of trail mix.
You put it in that ass.
I put it in. No, I didn't put it in my ass because I was like, how do I get it up there, and then how do I get it out?
Right.
I thought about it. It was a lot of weed.
When the last time you had something up there?
What year was it? 2017? It was like 2012. Anyway. Listen, I gotta check my records.
Right? Have your intern check.
I gotta check my files. What was my last?
Wait a minute.
Test.
Wait.
Okay, so Obama was elected in 2009. 2008, Obama was elected.
I'm glad I asked real questions on this podcast.
Listen, I got some real questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it in the bag of trail mix, and then I put the trail mix in my backpack because I was like, I'm not paying to check a bag. What if this weed is trash, right? Like I didn't want to spend. I don't even know how much it is to check a bag. $30.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like spending that. So I I had the backpack on my back with the weed in it, and I was like, wow, this is some locked up abroad type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's the white girl who killed her roommate in Italy?
Don't know.
Amanda Knox.
Amanda Knox.
I was on my Amanda Knox tip.
Okay.
But anyway, I get through. I put everything in the bin. It goes through all the machines and everything, and then I'm standing there waiting to like put my shoes on, and this big bald black TSA dude or whatever the equivalent is in Canada comes up to me and he's like, "Tu parles français?" And I was like, "Oh no, oh no." I was like, they got me. And I was like, no, I don't speak French. I responded in English. And he was like, he just wanted to compliment me on my hair. And then he let me and my drugs go.
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, wow, I love Canada. Me and my drugs are free to go. So I was an expert at sneaking my drugs into the country, allegedly.
Blessed.
Allegedly. I'm putting that allegedly. Sydney, what were you an expert in this week besides being super disrespectful to me?
I was a good Samaritan.
What that mean? Spell Samaritan.
Shut up. I was going out of my way to help people on the Williamsburg Bridge.
Try to kill themselves?
Yeah. Actually,
You were going out of your way to help people try to kill
no,
themselves?
I was going out of my way to stop somebody from killing himself.
You stopped somebody from killing themselves?
I thought that that's what he was going to do.
Well, tell me the story.
Okay, so I'm on my bike, I'm poor now, so I got a bicycle everywhere. So I go back and forth on the bridge, coming in and going back into Brooklyn. So it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was 2 a.m.
Sydney, where are you going on a bicicleta at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I'll have a show late, and then I'll be in the city, and I have to get back into Brooklyn. So, boom. So, I'm not scared. I ain't never scared. So, I don't care about my life. So,
No.
I'm taking a bike at 2 a.m. Ooh, and people don't care that you're riding a bike late at night. Like, they will run you over. But anyway, I'm on the Williamsburg Bridge, and I'm towards the middle of the bridge, and I see this guy. Like, he had a couple of things on the ground, like maybe a sweater, maybe like a water bottle or whatever. And I'm, like, getting nervous because usually when people put their shit down, like they about to do something dumb. Like if I see see somebody phone on the ground, they about to jump. Because I watched that documentary, The Bridge.
That's a crazy documentary. It's
That
on
bridge-
Netflix or Hulu or something.
Yes, no, it's on Amazon Prime.
I don't have that, but I did watch that.
Yeah, but when they start putting their stuff down and like walking back and forth on the bridge, they're gonna jump. So I
That's what you got from the documentary when people set their stuff down, they're getting ready to jump?
Yes.
I'm going to kill myself, but please, somebody take my cell phone.
Right. So I'm like, yo, what can I say to this dude to stop him from doing that? You know what I mean? Because I don't want him to
So
fuck
what
up
did you say?
my-
Hey, don't kill yourself, bruh.
No.
That's what you said?
I was like, hey, buddy.
Buddy is a good word to use when you think somebody might kill themselves. You all right,
Buddy. And it just so happened his name was Buddy. No. So I'm like, hey, buddy, what's going on? What's up? He's like, I'm just having a hard time. And I was like, me too, man. He's like, I just lost my job. I said, me too, man. He's like, my girlfriend wants to leave me. I was like, me too, man. I was like, shit, let me just go jump with you. We go.
Let's hold hands.
Yeah.
Let me set my phone next to your phone. So
Yeah, but he was a white dude talking about life was hard, so I just pushed him.
You did not kill somebody.
No, I did not. But I was like, come on, dude, we all having a hard time. Like,
You see how I had to wait a minute because I was like, look at this.
'cause I like, what if I
You didn't
did?
even say allegedly. The feds are listening to the podcast.
dude, we're all having a hard time. Like, come on, man, let's go. Get on my bike. Where you live?
Wait, did you leave the white man on the bridge or did you put a white man on your back?
Yeah. Listen, I have to do what I can.
To get murdered? You don't watch no TV, huh?
Listen, if
that could have
people
been
are
a
going
setup.
going through things, you need to be there for them.
Not if I don't know you.
You have to extend your hand.
No, I don't. So you could pull me down too?
No, you got to love
Absolutely
thy
not.
neighbor, Marie.
I don't even know my neighbors' names.
Oh, my God.
I'd be like, hey, yeah, okay.
Anywho, so that's what I did. I saved somebody from doing...
Did you say that?
Yes, I
I'm going
did.
to check the papers to see if somebody died, if they fell off the bridge.
He did not. I'm telling you, I saved him. I put him on my bike. I definitely didn't put him on my bike.
No,
but
I know
whatever.
you didn't put him on your bike.
I made him walk. I'm like, hey, man.
You maybe helped him pick up his sweater or his things or whatever. So how do you jump? Is there like a fence all around the bridge?
No, he was going to do where the train is. Like the train is coming.
Oh, he's going to jump into the train tracks.
Yes.
On the bridge.
On the bridge.
Wow.
Fuck up. And you know the J is already fucked up. It's like, come on, dude. It's like...
Speaking of things that are effed up, our guest today is a comedian.
That was a great transition.
Thank you so much. You're so smooth, super professional. He's a comic. He performs all over the country. He actually just got back from a bunch of shows on the West Coast. He is our, Sydney, what is he today? He's our bike expert.
Yes, he is.
He might give you a run for your money, sis.
We'll compare notes.
I don't know how to say your last name.
Give it a shot.
Finance.
Ian Fidance.
That's the one.
Oh, you said finance?
Yeah.
Oh, because you thought he had money.
I didn't,
Our guest
the D
today.
is silent.
If
Our
I
guest
was about to kill myself and she came up to talk to me, I'd jump.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our bike expert, Ian Fidance.
What's up? Hello. Hi.
Have you ever, so you ride your bike all over the place?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen somebody you thought was going to kill themselves? Or it looked like they might jump off a bridge?
No. No. I may call bluff on your story.
No, it's true.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely true.
What was his name?
Who cares?
Do I need to get his name? Like, is that important? Like,
She saved his soul.
Do you really care about your name when you're about to jump?
His name is indebted to Sydney Elizabeth Washington.
Human being. That was his name.
Human being. No, I've never. I don't think I've ever seen anyone try to kill themselves. I've broken up fights on my bike.
How? I'm
Like,
fighting somebody and somebody on a bike pops up and I'm going to stop
No,
fighting?
in the bike lane, people get in fights all the time.
Yeah, but this was like in the street. These guys were squaring up, and someone was like, "Help me, help me!" So I rode up, and this motherfucker, he spins
pulled
on
up?
the other guy, and so on my bike, I got in between them, and I started circling around the guy, and I had my bike chain. And so I started swinging that around.
Oh, man.
I
It
was
sounded like the
"Come with me,
Beat It
motherfucker,
music
come with me."
video.
So the fucking guy starts to chase me, right? And I just rode my bike to the police. And I was like, this guy hit this other guy, and they just got him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
called
white
bluff
dudes
on
or
that.
black
That don't
dudes?
sound right.
What color are the people that was getting ready to fight?
The white guy was the one
That was like, help me.
Nah, he was. Yeah. He was asking for help, and the other guy was like, I don't know, like some sort of Hispanic.
And what was his name?
Julio.
Oh my God, Julio Iglesias?
Julio
That's so great.
Catalanes.
Was his name Enrique?
His name was
Enrique Iglesias.
Bailamos. Okay, Ian, so let's talk about where you from. Let's do a podcast cam real quick. We got to
do
give people the head to toe what you look like. You got on Air Max.
That's right.
I'm here for those. Your legs are super tattooed.
Very
Yep.
tattooed.
On the shins, dude?
On the shins.
You look very Williamsburg. Very.
you do.
Okay.
Your hair is disheveled, but like I know that you have a home. It's
I just
great.
got a haircut.
Really?
This is after a haircut.
Shut up.
This is after a
Shut
cut.
up. At least I got hair, Sydney.
Oh, I got tons of hair.
Oh, Sydney got hair,
tons of
pun
hair.
hair. She got hair in
options.
closets.
Yeah.
She got hair in boxes.
Yeah,
She got hair in
It ain't
crates.
covering that forehead.
You need some of this hair to cover that hairline, my man. Okay.
Oh, dude, between
you
you and
have
I,
no hairline.
we got a
Just
football
shave it all
field of
off,
forehead.
bro. Oh, we could go toe to toe with the
Ian,
forehead.
your forehead is bigger than her
Okay,
forehead. though.
exactly.
My forehead's bigger
Man
than
on the
Brooklyn.
moon forehead. You better shut up.
Huge.
Yo, Ian,
I hate it.
you said you just got a haircut. You paid money for that?
I hope they
paid
did it for
money
free.
and the motherfucker fucked it up.
Oh, no. Don't shut up. It was fucked up when you walked in.
And he was like, I'll do my best.
I walked in, he was like, we can't bring that back.
He's like, you want to comb it forward?
Yeah.
Let's bring some up.
Yeah, you need a lace front bang. That's what you need. Oh, Ian, you trying to come in hot? Okay, all right. I like
It's not
you.
even. It's
Yeah, that's
listen.
right.
I
We're
like
14
you.
minutes in. Okay, so you got the tattooed legs. You got the little gray shorts. How high do these tattoos on your thigh go?
Right here, and then this goes up here.
That's a butterfly.
And I got my chest, and I got my ribs.
Does that tattoo say gluten free? What the fuck is that?
It says cupcake shop.
It says free range mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And then you got a Hawaiian polo. Is that what like Aztec-y kind of?
I don't even know. I got it.
There's a
It's
cross on there.
normal.
There's a couple crosses.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got some turquoise rings.
That's right.
I like it.
So
Thank
where
you.
are you from? Because you
Well-
look very New Brooklyn, but I know that you not from here.
No, I've been in Brooklyn for a while. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware.
Delaware.
I like
Shout out to the
right.
people listening in Delaware.
Yeah,
'cause
what's up,
I've never been
Delaware?
there,
Yeah, I've
but
never been there at
Yeah,
all.
I'm the only one.
You're the only one that got out.
Yeah.
What
So-
brought you to New York?
I went to school in New York. At 18, I moved here.
Where'd you go?
NYU.
NYU.
Oh, okay. Well,
let's pull back.
Brought him in better. We should have like introduced.
look at that.
an
Now you're like,
NYU.
Wait, hold on. Did you
your hair's
graduate
not
from
that
NYU? You
bad.
got your bachelor's from NYU?
I got a Bachelor of Science in English Education.
Education. You teaching people's kids?
That's what I used to do, yeah.
What grade?
I taught high school. So I got my degree in secondary ed, 7 to 12. And I mostly taught high school. I taught a little bit in middle school, and I hated it.
Yeah, middle school is rough. Why would you go
Middle
back
school
there?
I was teaching in the South Bronx, and they fucking tore me apart.
Why do they start teachers off there? Like I
They
feel
didn't
like
start me there.
They didn't?
No.
Okay, where did they start you?
I started.
You were like, I go to the South Bronx, and everybody was like, lean on me.
Yeah, right? I was
When
like
you're
fucking male
not
Michelle
strong.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
I just thought I could wear a
exactly.
leather jacket and everything would get fixed.
Trying to teach Coolio how to read.
Oh my god.
yeah. Nah, man, I taught in I taught Lower East Side. I taught South Bronx, Brownsville, Bed-Stuy.
Brownsville, dude.
Yeah.
They really don't
Really
care
want
about
you to
yourself.
teach.
Taught at Boys and Girls High, Pride of Bed-Stuy, baby. I fucking loved it. That was my favorite school I taught at.
Do you feel like you wasted your money on college to teach people? Because like,
Yes. The fuck you think? You kidding me?
Yes. What the hell made you decide you wanted to be a teacher, an English teacher at that?
Man, I really liked this one teacher I had in high school, and at 18, they were like, you got to pick out your future for your life. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to be a fucking teacher.
Yeah, why do they do that? Nobody knows what they want to do
But
when they're
I'll tell you
17,
what,
18.
I was like a fuck up kid when I was younger, so I loved being around like other fuck ups and like helping shitty kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I really am drawn to them and
you're like you're the best of the shitty kids, so you
Yeah,
want to be the
yeah,
leader
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
help them. Okay.
Yeah. So I really
Yeah.
enjoyed my time teaching, except in the South Bronx. That sucked.
South Bronx.
But I really,
No,
really
thank you.
enjoyed it. And
So what happened? You touched a kid and got fired, or you quit because you were like, I'm over
I
this?
appreciate you making that original joke. I've never heard
Thank
that
you
before,
so much.
but,
No one
Oh,
on the
he just tried to call you hacky. Wow.
Listen, no one on
our podcast.
no one on the podcast. So, but he didn't answer the question though. So, how close are you allowed to go to
Not
schools
close at all.
now?
All right, Marie?
Schools
What's
and
the
playgrounds.
range?
Yeah,
How far you got to stay away from these parks?
Why do you think I ride the bike? I'm fucking running away.
Oh my god.
No, I couldn't dedicate the time, effort needed to take care of my students as I'm pursuing something at night. And it just got to a point where
So you said comedy is more than helping the future? Is that what
Comedy
you
is
said?
more important
Yeah.
than your future.
Yeah.
Is what he said.
Have you ever helped?
Ian don't love the kids.
Have I helped children?
Yeah.
Fuck no. What do I look like? I should be around anybody's kids. Do you
F
think?
kids.
Wait, and then it would become. And then we have to spell shit, and I'm like, okay, kids,
Get your phones
yeah,
out.
Get your
we
phones
watch
out.
the news. it'd be
Google.
like, teacher beats whole classroom of kids. Just fucking-
I'll beat some kids.
No, I wouldn't beat them, but I just would be like, yo, let's just hang out. Let's just do Snapchat. Like,
I'll
I
choke a
wouldn't-
child.
That's the
I would
thing.
choke
Half
a
of my
child.
lessons just turned into like how to live properly and not be like shitty, because the kids were like, I mean, it was wild. Like the one day, this woman was like screaming on the street. This like homeless, mentally disturbed woman.
Yeah.
All the kids got up and ran to the window and were like pointing and laughing at her.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. So I made them all sit down. I was like, how many have a mom? How many have a sister? How many have a grandma? How many have an aunt?
And they were like, "Shut up, Mr. Fidance."
Yeah.
What's your big ass
They're like
forehead?
me. They're like me.
They're like world star.
My forehead turned into the whiteboard.
Yes. Doing
They did all
long
the-
division on that shit.
They did all the overhead projections on that thing.
Oh, my
Come up
God.
and write on my forehead, please. And,
Oh, my
so I just
God.
made him realize that, like, how would you feel if somebody was pointing and laughing at your mom because she was so upset she was screaming?
See,
And they
I
were
always
like,
laugh, but I
"Oh."
never point.
Yeah.
So that
Makes me
separates you
better
from-
than all the
okay.
children. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Marie.
Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race.
Okay, so you stopped teaching. You got into
You were like, I'm
comedy.
gonna be a comedian
No, I was doing comedy.
the entire time.
I stopped teaching for a while, and I went back to Delaware, and I had a bunch of different jobs. And then I came back, and I started teaching again. But I was teaching with Kaplan, so I was doing
Sydney,
like
have you ever quit a
test
job,
taking.
left, and then came back to the job?
Wasn't
No,
the same
I got
school.
fired from a job,
What
and then they
job?
rehired me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Did you have
fired.
to apply again?
No, they just brought me right back in. They
They're
already
like,
had
we
my
need another
paperwork.
black chick.
Oh, really?
We got Sydney papers here. Sydney,
Yes.
you free?
They,
Thursdays?
they did. They were,
Sydney, one interview question. Have you changed?
actually, I did at the time. The reason why I got fired is because I was an alcoholic, and then
Hell
when they
yeah.
rehired me because I was sober, and then I started drinking again. I said, "This is y'all fault. This is not
Yes.
really me.
Yes.
Y'all brought me back in this bitch,
Oh, I
knowing my
love it.
problems."
Oh, I
Damn,
love it.
dude.
Is
Yeah.
that the best when you get fired for drinking and it only makes you drink more?
No, well, actually, no. Because I got fired, that's why I stopped
I'll
drinking.
show you a drinking problem.
No, I actually stopped drinking because I got fired. I got fired from a place called
you
Riff
learning
Raffs.
lessons.
Listen, if you get fired from a place called Riff Raffs, you're like, what am I doing wrong?
That
This place
makes
is
you
called
Riff Raff.
fucking Riff Raffs.
This
for
place is
God's
called
sake.
trash,
Yes.
and I work here.
Yeah, I got fired from a place called Rock Bottom.
I
got fired from Rock and a Hard Place.
I'm about to take that. Thank you.
Rock and a hard place. So, Ian, when does this bike thing happen? You come back to New York. I'm assuming Delaware is like a car culture city.
Oh,
right?
if you're riding a bike in Delaware, you get a DUI.
Really?
That's like
They're
yeah,
like,
I got a DUI. I got my license taken away. I had to ride a
from.
bike.
Oh, okay.
But I grew up riding bikes. I loved riding bikes. It was like something me and my dad did. And
Oh, you got a dad?
He
Good
got
for
a
you,
dad.
man.
no, he
Good
died
for
when I
you.
was 8.
Oh,
You killed him.
Do you got a dad?
I do not.
Hell yeah. Dad
Yeah.
or left?
I got a dad.
Yeah?
His name is Sam.
Oh, look at you, all
Sam.
bougie with the dad.
Thank you so much. Hey, Bobby. He don't listen to the podcast.
Right.
So you and your dad used to ride bikes, and then you got a DUI, so you had to get back on the bike.
Yeah, I mean, well, when I lived in New York before, I had a bike, and I'd ride it to work and everything. And,
So you were the sweaty teacher rolling up. Did you wear suits to work? Like, were you
No,
a teacher that wore like?
I wore like button-ups, and I had like a Jimi Hendrix tie.
But I see people go to work on their bikes with their
their work clothes.
work
on.
clothes, and I'm like,
insane.
that's
Those people are
ridiculous.
idiots.
It'd be
I
girls
used to
in
be one of
pencil
those
skirts and
idiots.
like button-up shirts, and you're like, sis,
Listen,
you really got to get to work that bad?
I be on the bike damn near butt naked, and
Oh,
I'm sweating.
I ride
so,
shirtless. I ride shirtless.
Ian,
Ian, you
you
be
are
putting
blinding everyone.
Let me
Why
tell
would you do
something.
that?
I'm giving the people a little.
And you look like
treat.
you have a hairy chest.
You look real
It's
hairy.
not that hairy.
It's pretty bad.
You look hairy,
Pretty
dude.
bad. Listen, you fucking hairless dolphin. I fucking
What?
Hairless
I don't have
dolphin.
that much hair.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, but what's your back look like? You don't know what your back looks like.
Just spotless.
That's no. It probably got spots, patches.
It's got one patch. One patch Fidance.
So wait, what?
So you be on the bike, butt ass naked, just the sun bouncing off your white body, blinding
Yep.
people.
Yeah.
So
And,
wait.
dude. One time I was riding and I saw John Lasseter and like a couple of his friends in the corner. I got a little bell. I always see people and people like yell my name or I'll be like, "Hey, hi," you know. So I'm riding by and I'm like, "Johnny Lester, ding, ding, ding."
Johnny Lester.
And he just like looks at me. And he tells me later that he was with like his boys, you know, and they were like, "Yo, is that one of your boys?" He goes, "No, that's a fan."
Oh, that's beautiful.
He sold me up.
I love that.
Nah, that's one of my fans.
That is the rudest thing I've heard, but I,
I know,
love it.
right? Isn't that great? Just me shirtless. Hey, Johnny!
Wait, but what kind of bike do you have?
I got an SC single speed.
So was it like a racing bike?
No.
It's like a big heavy bike.
No, it's pretty light. The tires are thicker than a road bike, and the streets in New York are trash.
Oh, they're
you know?
garbage.
They're horrible. What kind of bike you have?
I have a cruiser. It's like a beach bike.
Of course you do. You ride in your fucking sandals. Your fucking
yes.
sundress.
A white man pulled up to me while I'm in Bushwick, and he's like, "Do you know where you're going?" And I said, "Yeah, I live here." He's like, "With that bike?"
Oh, wow. He tried to bike shame you?
Yes, he did. He's like, "Your bike doesn't match where you're at."
Oh, that's great.
He said that you need to elevate your living situation or downgrade your bike.
Yeah, we ain't on Brighton Beach, bitch.
You're not in Coney Island, ho. That's what it was. But listen, I'd
Was
rather
he
have
trying to neg you?
No, he was like, you need to get one of these stolen city bikes. That's where you're at. This is Bushwick.
No, he tried to. He offered me dinner. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go get dinner?"
Yep.
And I said, "Yeah, sure. Let me just park my cruiser.
Yeah.
And get in your dusty ass
What kind of bike did he
Altima, huh?"
He had a car.
He had a car.
He pulled up and was like, he rolled the window down.
Yes,
he was like,
he did.
"Hey, you know where you at?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, get some food.
You look
I'm a
hungry,
fancy
bitch.
dude. You like Popeyes?
Yeah.
Ian, do you holler at chicks? Do you call women on the bike?
No, but I will ding ding. I'll ding my little bell. The other night, this girl, I dinged. I was shirtless. I dinged. She turned around and she like waved and smiled, and I was like, do I go back? But it's like, what the fuck? You know, odds. It was late at night. She was probably drunk. I'm sober. I'm not gonna fucking do that. You know what I mean? And also, what am I gonna do? Be like, hop on my handlebars?
Yeah, it's like
What the? I'll race you home. You know how many times?
Just send me your
I've
address.
met like a chick or someone, and they've been like, "Well, let's take a cab," and I'm like, "Well, I have my bike. I don't want to lock."
No. You
I'll race
leave your
there.
fucking bike. You don't tell her that you have a bike. I had a dude. I was in the club. I'm dancing. I'm getting fucked up. We leave, and I'm like, "Okay, let's go to your house or whatever." And he gets his skateboard. He pulls his skateboard
From the coat check?
From the fucking coat check. And I said, "Sir, no. What are we doing?"
A chastity belt comes out of nowhere.
I said, "What are we doing?" He's like,
Locked
"Well, I don't live that far. You know, you can skate.
You can't
and
skateboard to the
I'm like,
club.
"Are you fucking no?" Oh, he skated to the club.
Did you go home with him?
I did.
Was his house close?
Wait, was this recent?
No.
Oh, wait. Are you bi? Are you
No,
lesbian?
I'm.
She listen.
gay.
She do what she want to do when she want to do it.
Thank you.
And
my
sometimes
queen.
it's on a
Same way.
skateboard.
Fuck it. I ain't judging.
Sometimes it's on a skateboard.
This was like 5 years ago.
Eat pussy, give head till you're dead. That's what's up.
No. We don't do that.
Your team eat pussy, give head till you're dead.
Yeah.
That's an interesting team. Y'all looking for new members or not?
Yeah. What's up? Come join.
So wait, while you're riding bikes, do you see how people interact with like women on bikes? Because it's crazy for me.
Is it?
Oh, it's disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, like there'll be guys like, "Hey, can I get on that? Can I ride with you?" It's like,
Oh,
"Sir, you're
gross.
300 pounds.
Right.
Where are you going to fit?" I'm not body shaming, but I'm body
You
shaming.
body shaming.
One time, so
I've never
there's
seen a fat
there's
person
this
on a
bar,
bike.
called Pangea. It's like on 11th and 2nd, and at night it turns into like a trans hub of like escorts and everything. And I was riding by one night, and I was shirtless, and this woman slapped my ass. She goes, "Get on out here, little man, on that bike." And I was like,
She slapped your ass?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sexual harassment.
Did you slow down or did you speed up?
I've slowed down a bit. I circled back.
You doubled back.
You think she would give you some time for free?
Maybe I would try, but maybe when it came time for bill pay, I'd just speed away.
Ooh, she catch that ass. Wait, so now are you somebody like you seem like the type of person who takes the bike everywhere? Are you biking on like to dates?
Yeah.
No, Ian,
Yes.
please.
You come into a date with a sweaty back.
Well, you get there
No.
early,
You
and then
can't look like
change.
that
No,
and
we-
show up sweaty.
Let me tell you something. I'm doing all right. Okay, Sid?
How well are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Are you on apps?
I'm on some apps, but it's weird. I meet people in real life.
Ooh.
Like
That's
this-
not weird. That's normal. That's my
Right?
life. I'm not
Right?
on no apps.
The apps are so weird because I don't want an emotional connection. I don't want to date. I don't really want to be in a relationship, but
You want to bang.
I got needs.
You want to give
I wanna
head to your
bang,
to your
but
dad.
respectfully and in a woke way.
You
In a
wanna-
woke way?
I want to bang respectfully and in a
that's
woke
what my
way.
profile says. It says, "Message me if you're trying to get thrown around in a way respectful and woke way."
Dude.
Ian, so you're
And
looking
people
for a
be-
black woman. Is that what you're saying? You
That's
wanna-
right. I love the sisters.
Oh, see, now we got to end the podcast. 'Cause You said sisters. And I am.
Yeah, I just snorted.
I'm appalled. Ian.
Yo, Ian, you got them Air Max on.
He keeps those on when he's fucking a black chick. I swear to God.
He loosens the laces a little bit.
And they tight as fuck.
Yep.
Yo,
That
Ian.
girl I was with was a sister.
Really? You met her on the bike?
No, I met her after a show.
Oh, so you
Oh,
killed?
she was at a show.
So you killed and then, okay.
Yep.
What did you close
Walk
on?
us through. Yeah, walk us through this.
Would you
Close
close?
me afterwards.
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about on your set. What did you end with? And then what was it that like made her come up to you?
I ended with this bit about killing myself, blowing my head off.
She was trying to be Sydney. She was trying to Captain Save a Beige.
Yeah. She was pulling a Sydney.
Yeah, she was like, I
"Hey,
gotta
buddy, you all right?"
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, you all right?
guy.
Hey, fella.
Hey, partner. Okay, so she comes up to you. What does she say? I just want to know how girls
She
are
goes,
approaching dudes.
I had
Yeah.
shorts on. She goes, "Do you have any other tattoos?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And I showed her, and she's like, "Yeah, I have one." Da 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 da. And I was
She's like, it's
"All
in my
right."
pussy.
I
Oh.
was like,
Shut
yeah,
up.
yeah. And then she was like, we were just talking. She's like, "Yeah, I just moved here." I was like, "Oh, where you headed?" She's like, "Oh, I'm staying at my grandmom's." I was like, "All right, well, what train you taking?" She's like, "The Q." I was like, "Oh, me too." So we walked and we talked, and then
She lived by you, Marie. She took the cue.
and then I got her number, and we started texting, and then she was getting coffee in my neighborhood, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll swing by." So I showed up shirtless on the bike, and
Again?
well, I wasn't sure. She didn't see me shirtless on the bike first.
Okay.
And we hung out, and then she came back to my place, and we, fooled around a bit, and
Fooled around. So
Fooled
you
around?
fingered her? Because
No.
like
You finger popped a queen
listen, let me tell
on
you
your queen
something.
bed.
What's fooling
Ain't the first
around?
time, ain't the last time. All right, fooling around is just making out, little heavy petting.
What is a heavy petting?
Ian, how old are you? Heavy
Yeah.
petting is like an old
Hey,
person.
buddy. That's some buddy shit right there.
Hey, buddy. Y'all doing some heavy petting in that car?
Shut up.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Mind if I
Okay,
pet you?
so wow. I feel like that's bold. She just moved up here, and where's she from? You don't
Virginia.
remember? Oh,
Virginia. So she don't know no better.
Yeah.
She probably think you got it. Like she got it good. He's a comedian. He was killing.
It looks like he might have just got a haircut, or he needs one right now.
Yeah, she just wants to fix me up.
Some women like that. They like to they see a project, but I don't know. I feel like no one's ever approached me after a show and tried to. You know what,
Marie,
I'm
that's
lying.
a fucking
that's
lie.
because funny
Yes,
women
that's
are
a lie.
intimidating.
Nah.
Funny women are intimidating.
Nah, I be shutting people down.
Usually,
No.
guys are the ones that are like, "I'm funny, I'm blah blah blah." But when a woman is funny and confident, you're like, "Oh, okay, she's gonna shoot
That's
me
a
down."
lie. Marie will be on stage talking about, "Yep, I don't want to date nobody. I just want to go out to dinner." And somebody will hit her up right after the show and be like, "Hey, I want to take you out." And they're like, "Okay, she just wants to get food. It's nothing else."
Just want to get some apps.
Yeah.
Right.
Some apps, entree, and maybe something to go.
To go. You always want something to go.
Luke, to go. Can I
got
get
that
this
to-go
wrapped up?
box.
And they're like, "Hey, I took Marie out to eat, and that's it." Like, yeah, that's all she wanted, fool.
Well, I'll tell you what. This girl, she stayed over the other night, and nothing really happened or whatever.
No petting?
And the next day, no petting. No. The next day, we talked. And she's like, I'd much rather. I think we'd just be better as friends. And I was like, "Oh, that's fine." So now we're
She said that to you?
Yeah,
She said that to you because
Wow.
you only had one pillow on the bed.
So, I got 3 pillows.
Oh.
What size is the bed,
So
though?
that's somebody
Queen.
else's pillow that they just left there.
When
What's
I
the third
sleep,
pillow
I'm even with a queen. That's right.
Shut up.
So fucking So now we're like pals, and we just like talk and hang.
She's a
It's like-
comedian?
no.
Thank God.
She's
Yeah.
a regular person. I don't really fuck around with comedians.
Is that true though?
It is. I dated one, and I don't want to touch anymore.
No.
You don't want to touch anymore? I understand. I mean, dating a comedian is just like, it's too much.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much. So I'd rather you be out there with whatever you're doing, and, like, you know, whatever you
You're
got
like
going on
inching
there.
further away from me.
Yo, she just gestured at his hair. Whatever you're doing.
Ian, do you wear a helmet?
Ooh, no.
What's about safety? Let's talk about safety in riding because I'm free and I don't care. I mean,
You get
right?
hit yet? You get doored?
Have you
No.
gotten hit on the bike yet?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah.
We want to hear how you almost died.
I got hit by a car last year.
What? What happened?
Yeah. Fucked me up, dude.
Where were you?
I was at Houston and A in Houston.
So you were in Manhattan.
In Manhattan. I was on the way to a job, and the light. So at that intersection, you get the walk sign before the green light. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So the walk sign had said to go. So I started to make a U-turn, and then the other light turned green. You know, and
For the cars.
right. So the cars got the green light to go this way. Right. So the walk sign said to go.
Right.
So I made a U-turn, and the guy at the light made a right on that green. And when I made the U-turn, the guy came, smacked me up, and I
From the
it's
back
like
or from the
weird
front?
When you ride the bike and you like get hit, first of all, when you ride the bike for a while, everything slows down and you turn into like the Terminator. Where you
Yes.
get this
That's
thing
what
of
I-
like, I'm looking towards that intersection. I'm checking behind me. I see that wheel turning. That means that they're going to go. I see this person here, and you have to act as if. So you don't wait for people to make decisions. You make
make the
decisions.
decisions.
Yeah,
right?
I see people driving bikes in the city looking all crazy.
Right. So the bike has actually helped me in my personal life to be like more confident, making decisions on my own.
Damn,
because you
Sydney,
have
that's true. You more
It
confident
is.
now?
to
No, you have
apply.
because you have to pay attention. You have to
Yeah.
think ahead. I'm always looking
Yep.
further than what is really in front of
Yeah.
me.
Okay, so you're using,
And
you know.
also, your life is on the line too.
Always.
If you don't pop off, if you don't make a decision like that,
Yeah.
you could get whatever. And in this instance, I thought that I could beat the car, and the guy hit
That's
me.
where you fucked up. You can never beat the
see,
car.
you're
Let
too.
me
This
tell
is
you
how
something.
people who ride bikes think, though. I feel like y'all look real confident on the street, and you guys act like cars, but you start to think, I can beat this car.
Well, listen, I don't drink anymore, and the one thing I miss from the drinking is the chaos and like not knowing where I'm gonna wake up or what's gonna happen. So I get off on my endorphins going on the bike. And
I see what you mean on
So
that.
I shave my handlebars down. I go in between cars and shit. And like one time I like cut and to swerve in between these two cars in this truck. It like went in slow motion. My back tire almost hit the front bumper of this truck, and the guy pulled up next to me. I got my music blaring, and the guy was like, "Yeah!" and he gave me like an excellent sign. I was like, "Yeah, all right."
No, they're never
And,
like that. When people get so mad because they're like, first of all, if I hit you, I'm in the wrong. I'm a car. Even if we probably turned wrong, when they hit you, it's like most likely you're gonna die, not them.
Right.
So it's a big deal
Well,
if they hit a bicyclist.
Biking has taught me communication in a way that I never had before because
Really?
you have these interactions with people, and I know for a fact. First of all, I'm white, so I feel like people look at me like piece of shit already.
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta
Absolutely.
do a lot of damage control.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
you
So like,
should.
I gotta be kinder to people because I feel like I'm in a way representative of some sort of bigger thing. You know?
Oh, you feel like a black person right now?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So when I'm on the bike, everyone hates bikers.
Yes.
Everyone
They do.
fucking hates us.
Yes.
So I got to be nice and kind so people are like, oh, maybe they're not that bad. So I use like a lot of hand signals and like I always give the peace sign to like thank you to people.
I
when
always
go
say
by
thank
them.
you. Like when the people stop when they
Always,
didn't have
always,
to and let me go
always.
by, I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
say
yeah.
thank you.
And like when people come up, I'm like, you're good. Have a good day. And
See,
they're
I'm too rude to ride a bike because
I used to be rude.
I'm
used
too
to pop
rude to
off.
ride a
I used
bike.
to yell, but like
You think that you'll be rude, but once you get in a bike and see the
Yeah.
situation, it actually makes you
Yeah.
nicer.
I've only ever
does.
rode a bike on the streets of Brooklyn like twice, and both times it was because I was with this white dude, and he was like, "It's my birthday, let's ride bikes to the bar." And I was like, "We gonna drink? Who gonna take these bikes back?" And he was like, "Us." And I was like,
oh, dude.
But I was afraid I was gonna die the entire time, and we didn't even go that far, like a couple blocks. And I was like, every time a car drove by or a
Right.
bee buzzed by my ear, I was like, "They gonna kill me." And
Yeah,
I was
because you
just
hear
hitting
stuff.
cars.
You hear
Right,
more things while you're
right.
on the bike. But wait, so you got hit. What exactly happened? You got hit from the front.
Yeah, what
So,
happened?
Did you fall? You fell off the
car
bike.
hit me, and in that split second, you got a decision. You either go, you lean in, or you go away. If I shudder away from
Don't
the
fight it.
car, I get sucked underneath and I get run over by the tire.
Yes.
If I lean into it, you hit the hood and you roll off. You know what I mean?
I would hit the hood.
I hit the hood. I
Okay.
leaned into it. My shoulder got shot, and then I fucking flew off and landed, and fucked my shoulder up, man.
You had a helmet on.
I had a helmet on, yeah. And then so I had to go to the hospital, and to get over that initial like fear, when I got out of the hospital, I rode my bike exactly back to the intersection, put the same song on my speaker so that I could be like, you're going through this again, and you're not going to get hurt.
You
know what I mean?
You left the hospital and went
wouldn't
back
even-
to where you got hit, like
wouldn't even
immediately after, and played the same song.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just to prove to myself that you don't have anything.
That
to
is
fear.
some
But then
Groundhog's Day
eventually-
type ish.
Eventually, it like really fucked me up mentally. I got like real scared. I got nervous, but also too, I overcame it. And if you know there's a chance you're gonna die every fucking day, you're gonna start to live way different. You know what I mean?
Listen,
true.
You're gonna want to leave a good fingerprint on the world and
Ian,
not a
I am a
smudge.
black woman living in Brooklyn, in Donald Trump's America. I know every day I could die. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't need to be on a
alright,
bike. I could
alright.
swipe my MetroCard
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sit on a
yeah.
train with homeless people dancing. That's what I could do. That.
You're gonna
No.
get smacked in the face with a foot from Showtime.
I
That's what's gonna
swear,
happen to you.
but what you say is true because I always think about riding a bike and I'm like, I can't die like this. Like I don't even got a good 5 minute set like online. Like I haven't been on like
Online.
official TV
Right,
set. Like
right,
nah. I gotta wait this out.
Right,
So
right.
I'm always in the bike lane.
Right.
I never really ride.
That's because you're on a cruiser.
Yeah. Well, nobody respects me. Every time I'm on the bridge, people look at me like this fool.
People slow
I'm
down,
so
give you
slow.
$1.
Yeah. I'm so slow. I got a little
You
basket.
selling flowers?
You got a basket?
I got a
Oh,
basket.
you beach baby.
I got like I got a
funny.
basket. I got a little radio.
Sun hat.
No sun hat. No fucking.
This is her sun hat right here. You don't see the bangs?
Shut up, bitch.
She only wears Malaysian sun
You want to
hat.
borrow my sun hat? my nigga?
I need it.
You
I
need
used
it.
to look like I had one. I got a haircut.
Yo, Ian, how much you pay for this haircut? Because,
Too
dude,
much. Dude, the guy was in a band I listened to in high school, and we established that like earlier in the haircut. So we're talking about that, and I don't have my glasses on. And I'm not noticing that he's fucking cutting my hair with a weed whacker, and I'm like, he's like,
'Cause he
I
looked at it, he was
specialize
like,
in
yeah,
curly
yeah.
hair. I'm
I
like, okay.
specialize in curly.
I
A
gotta
white
go
man
to
said
a
this to
special
you?
place to get curly haircuts.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so this motherfucker's like, I'm gonna make you look good. I'm like, I trust you because I listened to one song of yours at high school.
He said, "I'm gonna make you look good," but
Yeah.
you already look like that, Ian. Like what? What's
Well,
the
I already
haircut?
look good. You know?
like, what
There you,
haircut
there you go,
gonna do?
Ian.
It's gold, it's
Ian,
already gold.
go ahead and lean into that.
Buddy, listen. Yo,
Oh my God. Okay.
I used to have like way wilder hair, and he like cut it down, so now I look like fucking Jewish Krusty the Clown.
a little.
And
I don't
it
feel like your
fucking
hair was
pisses
wild
me off.
before,
So now
though.
that's why I wear a hat. That's why I wear this hat everywhere.
Let me
you
see
gotta
how you
fit
look
in.
on it. First of all, it looked worn out.
It's got my name on it.
It looked like somebody.
He ain't got to fit in with his name on
It says
it.
Finance.
you
and there's a
definitely-
spaceship.
But it looks like you found it at a consignment shop.
No, I
like,
bought it at a kiosk in the mall.
that's that middle of the mall type fitted.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I
Oh,
like.
yeah.
It don't even got no stickers on it or nothing. Like,
I don't need stickers on a hat.
No.
Every time I see a grown man with
gross.
stickers on his hat, I want to peel them
Yeah.
off.
it's letting you know that this fitted is fresh as fuck.
No, the sticker be mad peeled and
If you
faded.
had a sticker on your hat, your parents set up like a play group for you when you were younger.
Just
you like
peel
don't
it-
know how to be on your own.
Exactly. Peel the damn sticker off. If you're listening to this podcast right now, this is a sticker-free podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so
your sticker.
now you ride to interviews on the
Yes.
bike. You ride to
Interviews.
dates.
Where am I interviewing?
I don't know. I feel like you go to work on the bike.
I used to have a job where I'd fix printers in the city. These
Printers,
specialized-
just printers.
Specialized postage mail printers. Every office has them. You put the envelope through it. It puts postage on it,
Yeah.
so you don't got to go to the post office. And it's like Time Warner. It breaks all the time.
Yeah.
And there's only a handful of people that know how to fix them. So I was fucking making money hand
How
over
much?
fist.
How much you was making?
Well,
Yeah.
you get paid on work order. And if I'm on the bike, I can do 10 to 12 work orders a day.
Okay, so like, give me some ranges. Like,
Cindy got a cruiser. She go fix some printers.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're
Let me
making
go.
like $22 on a job.
Okay.
And sometimes you're showing
Wow.
up at a place, you're going to these multi-million-dollar millennial, we buy companies and we resurface them into computer blah, blah, blah. And you go in like, our printer's not working, we got to send out this mail, tax season. And then you go in and you're like, oh, okay, it's unplugged. So pay me, thank you.
Yeah.
Just be unplugged.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful. And how long does it take you to fix these
It would all
printers?
depend. But, I got to a point where I was so good at it, I could just look at it and be like, okay, it needs this. And then you tinker around with it. Sometimes you can fix it on there. Sometimes you get a call. Order
You
the
look like a
part.
cool IT person. I see it.
Yeah,
I don't know
startup team.
anything about like actual computers, but I can like fix shit. I used to be a carpenter. I love working with my hands.
Carpenter. Like Jesus.
I was going to say that. It's like Jesus
Like
right here.
Jesus.
That's right.
Interesting. I'm learning a lot about you, Mr. Fidance.
That's right.
I'm glad that you're alive. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
do you ride better now? Because I still see that reckless Ian
I
in your
am a
eyes.
bit reckless. I put music on, man. I get into it. Sometimes, like, I'll put on like Michael Jackson in the morning, and I'll like swerve up First Avenue, and people are like, "Yeah!" People are cheering. It's putting people in good moods. You know what I mean? I love it. Yep.
I put on Meek Mill, and somebody's like, "Turn that garbage off."
That's the right reaction to
Dude, I
Meek
had
Mill.
Kendrick like the Black of the Berry on, and I was in an intersection, and he's just like screaming, and I'm like, sorry, I had to like turn it off.
Yeah, they
That's
hate when you
Kendrick.
play terrible ass music.
Yeah, or like Miley Cyrus will come on, and sometimes I'll like own it, and then other times,
What Miley Cyrus song is like your like
Oh, man.
go-to Miley jam?
maybe like See You Again, maybe
I like See You
Nobody's
Again.
Perfect.
How does that
Maybe a
go?
little like Best of
I'm
Both
gonna play it for you.
Worlds.
I don't know any of those. I only know.
Well,
See You
that's off
Again.
the original Hannah Montana. You know?
Ooh, don't you bring it back?
Yo, Ian, you be shirtless on the bike blaring Hannah Montana.
I'm
give
sure
a
they
fuck.
think you gay as fuck or a pedophile. They think you
They're
gay.
like, look at this fool.
Some people love it. Like people are like, yeah, and I'll give a little ding and like a this. Some people love it.
Okay, top 5 songs playlist while you're biking.
Oh man, all
Yeah.
depends on my mood.
No, but like,
Okay,
what's your
so-
go-tos though?
Right. So
man.
like in the morning, what are you playing? Or like when you're like in a rush, what are you playing? Or like
In the morning, I love a Michael Jackson or like a good Allman Brothers.
Who the fuck is
I
that?
don't know the Almond
Allman
Brothers.
or like a Little Feet. These are like southern,
Little Feet? Let
southern
me
like
get this,
rock bands.
What's a song
the
from Little
70s.
Feet?
Little Feet, put on Dixie Chicken
Dixie
or put on
Chicken.
Spanish Moon.
Wow. It sounds like you just saying 2 words together.
Oh, Jimi
Dixie
Hendrix.
Chicken.
I'll fucking jam out to Hendrix. That fucking puts me in a mood, man. I like Alkaline Trio, which is like a more punk rock band. Or I'll put on like this band called Madball. They're like a New York City hardcore band, and they'll get me like, like really pedaling hard.
That's Little Feet.
Yeah.
Spanish Moon.
This totally goes with you. This is the soundtrack of a goofy white man.
Yeah, that's right. But you hear it, it's got soul. Come on.
Please don't say so, Ian. Not on this podcast.
Hotel.
I'm here for it, though.
Okay,
I
you know what?
am.
I'm gonna put it in my playlist. Thank you.
I'm here for
Also,
it.
Warren Zevon. I love Warren Zevon.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Oh man, he was. This,
You know what? Just give us a
hear
little
Werewolves
list on the
in
way out.
London?
No. What are you
That's like his
saying?
most
Yeah.
famous song.
Werewolves in London. Okay.
Werewolves of London. Ah woo.
How? Wait, so Ian, besides getting hit by
Right.
a car and clipping a truck's bumper,
Yeah.
what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you on the bike?
Man, I used to really get mad. Oh, well, one time I was trying to open a Four Loko on the Williamsburg Bridge.
Why would you do that?
And because I'm a fucking alcoholic, baby. But I've been sober for a while now. Grace of God, thank you.
Thank you.
That's great.
yeah.
How long?
What's that?
How long you been sober?
Like 2.5 years.
That's
fantastic.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
good for you,
Yep.
Ian.
And the bike helps, man. The bike helps me get my energy out.
It does.
It fucking opens up my spirit.
It really
I can
does.
think on it. I work out bits. It like really, really, really helps
I
me.
think a
The
lot.
bike is your yoga. Damn. Do I need to get a
truly
teeny
is.
tiny bike?
It truly is, man.
It's
It
definitely helping
centers
with
me.
sobriety. I need it.
It
Like,
helps me with depression. You know what I mean? It gets me out. I see parts of the city you could never see. I'm tricking myself into exercising
Yes,
Yeah.
while
that's.
I'm traveling.
I have a couple of saddle sores from like riding too much. Like,
Saddle sores.
What?
See, this might be too of mine, but you got to get a special cream. because you
What?
do chafe and stuff.
Yeah, you chafe because I'm writing for
Yeah.
like over 45 minutes.
Dude, Sydney, get that shave cream, sis.
You know, what is it? Like,
Live
is
your
it Gold
smooth,
Bond
your
or?
smooth
Called
thigh life.
LaCroix Butter.
LaCroix Butter.
BUTT''R.
Sounds expensive.
Later.
No, go to Bicycle Habitat on 21st and 7th.
Bicycle
They have these
Habitat.
deals like Memorial Day. It was everything black was half off. So I got my
Everything
feet-
black
Everything
was
black
half
was
off.
off on Memorial Day
I
at
don't
Bicycle
know how
Habitat.
I feel about that.
That sounds
I'm gonna
racial.
go boycott that shit.
Yeah, let's go throw some
You're gonna
Molotov
boycott it and
cocktails.
low-key
Yeah.
buy all the shit.
Let's
for-
go throw some Four Locos through the window of Bicycle Habitat.
They had a deal. If you go in with a front lace weave, you get 75% off.
Fuck you.
I mean, you would
Fuck
probably walk
you,
out there with so much
Ian.
free shit.
Listen, buddy, if you don't get your white ass off this podcast,
Yo, a front lace weave. Yo, Ian, you dated a black chick who took her weave off one time
Oh yeah.
in front of you?
Oh yeah.
I don't
I
believe
like
it.
it natural, dude.
I don't believe
This
it.
chick showed up natural, and I was like, "You gotta stay with that." I fucking love it.
She took.
You
the
got a
wig-
lot of nerve as a man. who like you stay natural, darling. Like no, listen. This is my
up,
this is
shut
my
up.
situation.
Do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Do whatever
Don't
you want.
shame
I ain't
me.
in charge of
Listen,
shit.
there's nothing that rolls off a white man's tongue better than I like your hair when it doesn't have anything in it. Just leave it like that.
No.
White dude loves saying that to black girls.
Which is rude.
Just wear it like that.
It's rude. Don't tell me how you like how I look.
Yeah, telling you
turn
that I
your
like how you
fucking-
look is
don't
rude.
Turn
Yeah.
your shit on me,
Dude,
okay?
I don't think. Listen, I don't think it's rude. I just feel like stop telling me how to wear my hair.
Exactly.
But
But-
like, it's a lot of black dudes who like girls with weaves. They be like, I like it when it's straight.
if you a man,
It look
don't
like you
tell
ain't
me
coming.
shit about anything that's
Let me
on
tell
my
you
body.
something. Let me tell you something. However you show up is how you show up. If I'm into you, I'm into you, and I'm gonna like whatever you do. If you got your
Exactly.
hair natural, yeah, baby, do it. If you got fucking braids on, fucking I like that too. I'm gonna compliment you. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm saying you look good the way you are.
Sydney. Just
Yeah.
the way
So miss me on that
you
fucking,
are.
you know.
Miss him, okay?
Miss him.
Miss him.
shit.
Listen, don't
Huh.
you hit me with these Twitter like a fucking lines that you get off fucking Instagram. It missed me with the.
What?
Do you use that in a regular conversation, Ian?
With white people. Do you say
yes.
miss me?
No.
Yes.
it doesn't.
Do you tell your mother to miss you with that?
Yes. My mom. My mom shit on me the other night. I said, "Listen, bitch, miss me on that shit."
That sounds like something a white man would say to that white man. What's your mom's name?
Definitely.
Debbie?
You
Gail.
sure? I'm
Deb?
sure you pushed her
Gail?
down one
You
flight of
told
stairs.
Gail?
Let me tell you something. The other night, I had a chance to go to this chick's place, and I like went out and hung out with my mom at dinner. And we were having a good time, and I like left.
Who
and my
paid?
Mom was like,
Who paid?
"All right."
You were Gail.
And I canceled on a chick, went back with my mom, and we
You
watched home
canceled on a
videos
chick.
till like 3 a.m. And it was like the best time.
But who paid for dinner? You were Gail.
I'm not gonna lie, Gail.
I'm gonna definitely say Gail. I feel like if you're a mother and you know that you have more money than like your kid, you should pay.
Yeah. Also, too, it's just like
Yes!
thing.
You disagree,
My
Marie?
mom's alone at home. When I come home to visit, she wants to be like, "But will you please bring your laundry?" And I'm like, "Why?"
Oh, she
She's
wants you to bring your laundry from-
because I want to like, it reminds her of when I was younger, like taking care of me and shit. And if that's what she wants to do,
How do you
I'm
normally
like,
get? You don't bike to Delaware.
No, I take
You take the train
bus.
or the bus?
Yeah.
What's the
Greyhound?
farthest you've ever? What's the farthest you've ever biked?
Oh man, I biked to the beach 2 years ago. That was really fun. I biked to Met Stadium. That was fun.
In Queens?
Yeah.
That's far.
Yeah, from
That's really from
Williamsburg.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Ooh,
When I was
yeah.
working my job, I was doing over 100 miles a week.
Sydney, how many miles a
And
week are
I
you?
had fixed gear, so that means your legs are working the entire time, and it kind of fucked my knee up. and I was
yes,
getting
that's
way
bad.
Too tired.
I have
so I
back
switched
brake.
it back to single.
I have the pedal brake.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know what that
fix
means.
Is. Fix is when the crank is always moving,
Right.
so the pedals are always moving.
Right.
And in order to stop, you fucking jam back on
Mm-hmm. That's
the.
what- that's
But
what I
I
do.
had brakes too, because that's just too crazy.
Yeah.
And I could never like master the skid,
which is very dangerous.
So dangerous and so tough to
So
do.
do y'all pop wheelies on these bikes or nah?
No,
I
thank
tried to
you.
pop a wheelie one time.
And you almost
to impress
snapped
my
your
roommate.
neck.
I literally fell back so hard it shook all of Brooklyn. The noise it made, I will never forget, of just my dumb body hitting the ground. So cocky, like, watch this.
Did you have a shirt on when you hit the ground?
What do you think? No.
Nah, you didn't.
I talked to
That
my mom.
happened.
She's like, "Are you shirtless today?" I'm like, "Yes."
That happened
Gail
on the
gets it.
Williamsburg Bridge. There was a kid trying to do a wheelie, and then he crashed into somebody who was on a skateboard. And I was like, "Why are you on your skateboard? This is your fault, skateboarder.
Right. Yeah.
You shouldn't have been on a skateboard. This is a bike lane."
You go no hands.
No, why would I do that?
Love no hands.
I feel like Sydney be doing no hands.
I
but
don't
she
do
be on
that.
Instagram.
I'm
No,
no
I
hands.
don't
She'd be
have
like,
enough balance.
You gotta learn. You go one hand first, and then you try no
Don't
hands.
you dare
Don't listen to the
that-
dude who popped a wheelie and broke his back.
Okay, I'm
listen,
not.
Listen. You go one hand, and then you wear your hair natural.
Fuck you, Ian. Yo. With your Postmates ass, shut up. I cannot. Don't you disrespect. You know what? I think we've hit
Everything
all
we
the
wanted to
points.
hit. Sydney, did you have any questions
I
for Ian before we go?
Who raised you?
Gail. Gail raised him.
My mom, and she did a great
A
job.
whole village raised you.
It
takes a village.
Yep, that's
Ian,
right.
hit us with your Instagram, your Twitter.
Where can people find you?
My Instagram is Ianimal, IANIMAL, Ianimal. My Twitter is Ian Fidance. My website, IANFIDANCE.com. And I got all my dates on there.
Where do you normally ride so people can like meet you halfway?
Throw fucking eggs at you.
Oh, man. Throw an egg at me. See what happens.
Yeah.
Literally,
What
I
would
got
you
my
do?
bike chain. I'll swing it around. I'll fuck you up. That's right.
You teenage mutant
I ride
ninja turtle
everywhere,
ass
man.
looking
I
motherfucker.
ride, in Williamsburg. I started my place. It takes me maybe 17 minutes from my doorstep to the foot of the Williamsburg Bridge in Lower East Side.
Okay, wait. You're in Williamsburg?
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes you 17. It takes me from Bushwick to get to the front of the Williamsburg Bridge. That's 25 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One time, when I get real good, it takes me
I
like
get
12
real
minutes.
nerdy about this bike
Sorry.
stuff.
Yo, one time I rode, when I had fixed gear, I rode from Lower East Side all the way to the front door of my apartment, no hands.
No hand. You never touched the handlebars,
Never
even when you
touched my
stopped.
You could tell Ian gets no ass because he's just like so excited about that.
Sorry, I have a passion.
Listen, we're passionate about this podcast. You guys can see us live in New York on Sunday, September 17th at 8
the
p.m.
Pit.
at the Pit in New York City. For more info on that, you can follow us on Instagram, Unofficial Expert.
Boom.
And I'm Reezy on Instagram, REEEZY.
And
Sid?
I'm just Sid BW.
Ian, before we go, anybody who's listening, actually, Sydney, you could chime in on this too since you're a bike nerd. Somebody who's listening to this right now maybe doesn't live in the city and they want to get a bike. Like, where do they look? What should they look for? What's the right bike for, like, a sexy black chick with natural hair? Just talk us
No
through it.
bike. No bike.
Thank
should
you
have
so
no
much.
bike.
Yeah, I think I'm on the right bike then.
Yes.
I think you should get a single speed. I think you would like it. They sell them maybe for $179
Expensive.
on this website. Some bikes are like $400 to $600,
Yeah.
right? You don't need all the gears. You don't need all the fucking crazy shit. Single speed. My suggestion is you start in your neighborhood. Ride to your deli, ride down the street, ride to your train stop, right? And then get comfortable with that, and then go a little bit further, get comfortable and confident, and then try to ride to a bridge. Or
Ride with somebody else first. though.
Ride with someone.
Don't ride by
I'll
yourself.
come down. I'll ride with you. What's up?
No, Marie.
Go to a bridge. Let me
Don't
tell
you
you
dare.
something. Riding the bridge is the best.
It is.
How good is that?
But it's hard, the incline.
right. But the decline makes it all worth it.
Ooh, when you going down, girl.
Okay.
When you going down.
Sydney, take us away with some little finger or some
Little feet.
little feet or some almond milk.
I got some Warren Zevon.
Zevon. Werewolves in London, baby.
This sounds like Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, they're similar.
All right, thanks so much, guys.
See you guys next
you.
week.
Enjoy
Bye.
Subscribe and rate and steal your boyfriend's phone and subscribe on his phone too.
Oh, yes, and shout out to Comedy Hype, where you can get all your comedy news.
yes.
love Comedy Heights.
Bye.
Love it.
Bye.
Bye.